So before we begin, I just want to go ahead and say it. Um, there's gonna be a couple of cuts in here that are gonna tell you who a couple characters are, and we'll be giving a brief description of who are they and what's their deal. Seems about fair. So this chapter, okay, it's a continuous chapter 51. Should have reviewed it when I said expand my horizons, but we are now near the aftermath of Centipede, which is an organization that was introduced somewhere around the 40s. They're like a secret society. They pretty much have been around since ancient times, and their recent member just got defeated by both Raian and Ouma. Like, bro, we just went Super Saiyan pretty much, kicked your asses, and went boom, get fucked. That's pretty much what they do. Which again is
Okay, so for those that need to know who Ouma is the protagonist of Kengan Ashura, and he was pretty much a Chad Thundercock. He was kind of a modern day protagonist we don't really see much anymore, and we mean the kind that are, very manly, very masculine. And how Oma was written, yeah, he was kind of bland to some people, but he was very straightforward, straight to the point. This is who I am. I'm just a Chad bro who everyone likes. Now, he wasn't much of a protagonist. I'm going to go and say I was a bit of the gold pleasure dude. The, the chick. I have to check which character it was for a moment. He was part of Gold Pleasure. That's by the way a group that's in the series. That's a company in the series, and I'm trying to remember who he was. And I'm not dumb. I'm not dumb. It is Ray. Yeah, he was part of Gold Pleasure, and I was more a fan of him, which as you could tell, yeah, he was laying on his owner's thighs. Who's the chick? So let that as you will. Ray, that was his name, Ray. So Oma was pretty much part of Yamashita Trading Company, and he didn't really have a company to, well, represent, we'll say, but he was a bro. He was a bro of a guy. Him and his Retsu, if I recall correctly, that was his name, the Superman. That was his rival slash later friend in the series during the second arc, the Death Tournament. The Death Elimination. That arc, the second arc of King and Ashura, which I think was kind of the secretly the final arc, but they were kind of trying to tease you what was going on, keep you in suspense. But yeah, he tragically quote unquote died near the end of the series, but because of chapter 50 of Kengan Omega, his death has been retconned. So it's possible that the advanced style, it's pretty much his Super Saiyan, you could say, the advanced form. And Tokita had no real father, you could say. The only father figure he had was Nico, which is where his fighting style, Nico style, comes from. That's who he named it after. The Nico style was from his master, Nico Tokita, and he taught him he was pretty much again a father figure to him. Again, Oma has had a rough life. He was an orphan. He was taken in by this Chad, and he later, quote unquote, died fighting the Devil Spear, who is another character in the series. So, yeah, that's pretty much Oma. Now for Raian. Raian Kure is the more straightforward, who the hell I am. Like, he's the black sheep, okay? He's an arrogant black sheep asshole, and I like him. The character was kind of described to be a rival to Oma. Like, oh, you think my sister can go near your dick? Well, I'm gonna stop you because I don't think you're really worthy. Well, okay, yeah, he was a bit of an asshole, but he was kind of a straightforward one. Oma pretty much was like he kicked his ass from what I recall, which I think they fought sometime before the final fight of Ashura, which again, King and Ashura for better. But he was pretty much a arrogant asshole. He knew a forbidden fighting style, which the Kure clan were kind of forbidden to never use. Now in chapter 51, both Ouma and Raian both decide to go to their advanced forms, you could say. I mean, Ouma's obviously called the advanced form, but I think the Kure cleanse really was a Kure clan technique. Yeah. Ah, okay, okay, yeah, that's right. The Kure secret technique was called removal, and you could say this is a counter to the Nico style advance, but it's more like how strong can they get? And again, if this was given a proper TV anime than the one we were given, oh, I bet it would have been godlike to see the removal form given some badassery. Just a straight up badass attack. Now, besides the removal form, he now for those that don't know who the Kure clan is, I'll also explain it. The Kure clan are a family of assassins, and they were kind of antagonistic in part one. Part two, not so much. Part two, they're more or less kind of a side character, like not side characters per se, but they're more or less side characters. And how to know you found a member of the Kure clan was through their eyes. Now they happen to have blackened eyes with a white, well, okay, like a black Sarah with a white eye. Now, what's interesting is that this clan is open to mixed breeding in the context that if you happen to have a strong gene, they are constantly evolving. As long as you have the eyes of the Kure clan, you are in fact a member of the family. You are destined for greatness. Now, in part 1, there was a member who fell in love with Ouma named Carla. And I know some of y'all niggas want to clap Carla. I see you motherfuckers! I see you motherfuckers! You want to clap Carla. I know it. I fucking know it you want to clap Carla. But no, Oma was like, bitch, I'm running. basically. Basically. Again, though for context here, let's say you are a strong assassin, though, okay? Like, let's say you're a strong assassin. The Kure clan wants someone like you in their rank, so they send someone, either they're very attractive, very young, well, let's say cousin, their second cousin, they send her over to you to have a kid with. And this set kid is going to have your perfect assassination. And in their terms, if you are a perfect assassin, they want that gene in you that made you a perfect assassin. They want that skill, they want that training to be passed on to this kid that you and your quote unquote wife will have. Males also do this too if they have a strong enough gene to carry their legacy with a possible woman with. It's that kind of situation. Again, just giving you some Kengan lore about the family and its black sheep. Hope you enjoyed.
You may have watched those little audio cuts here and here. They happen to have like I wouldn't say Super Saiyans, but yeah. Pay attention, by the way. Gosh, I reviewed the series when it was ongoing. Should have done that. Should have done that. So the whole situation right now is more or less Ouma, the Ashura, seeing an old friend, and Yamashita is happy to see him. Which again, from the audio little clip they to show you, or you probably heard, he was a fighter for Yamashita Training Co. And it's nice to see those two see each other again after so long. It's like, oh, it's been 2 years, Oma. I thought you may have died. Oh man, I'm glad to see you're still doing okay. I'm glad to see it's been two. It's just like you're seeing a son. Like you're seeing someone in years, pretty much. It's like a parent seeing his son. Hell, if you really think about it, Yamashita pretty much treats Ouma as like the son he never had. Like I'm straight up serious. Their relationship in King and Ashura is pretty much similar to that. He treats him like a son he's never had. Since again, I'll explain. It's probably been explained already in the audio cut where we give a deal to who everyone is. Koga took it L. He took the L, but he held up long enough. Because the Kingdom Association are probably going to fix him up, get him better, and there's probably going to be another time skip where he's back to training again. I mean, heck, Omega knows how to take an L, or take a W. Ah, man, Kengan Ashura characters, or Kengan characters in general, They cannot take an L hardly. Like, what's an L? Like, they just skip a L together. Like, what's an L? All I see are W's. I mean, let's be honest. That's pretty much what it is. Though the whole series so far is kind of known for its over-the-top action, and since Ouma's back, what's going to happen after Ouma's coming back? Well, maybe we're going to be seeing some interactions. Maybe Gal Ryuki will be seeing him. Ryuki, for those that don't know, he's the secondary protagonist who knows a fight style called Gal style, and it's more or less it's not really cowardly, but it was more like it's a cowardly defensive style, which Ryuki knows. And what's funny here is that Yamashita thought he was Ouma. Like, he straight up thought he looks like Ouma, he has his hair like Ouma. Is he Ouma? Again, I'll explain. You probably already heard it from the audio cuts or the little diaries telling you who those two are. Because again, I probably should have done King and Ashura from the first, like, give proper context to the whole series, then done King and Omega, but hey, we're expanding our horizons. I kind of gave you Teodor in expanding our horizons video of what the series was all about. But yeah. Not a bad chapter, though. Not a bad chapter. It did conclude this arc, but it looks like Centipede is not done yet until chapter 53. I'm actually excited to see what happens. I don't know if you are either, but yeah. This chapter's fucking fantastic so far. Anyway, peace.